here's what I'll say about CEO Warrior. I've been in the CEO Warrior world for about 4 years. I'm in the disaster restoration business. Mike has been my 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 secret. Okay, for if anyone in here is in the disaster restoration world, you've seen me blow up. You've already seen it. You know who I am. But here's what I'll share, guys. Is, when I first met Mike, we were at a conference, right? And that conference is, just to give you perspective, was $10,000 for 3 days. And I had to attend because at that time we were doing $4 million a year, and I had just lost $1 million in revenue the year before. And I was like, shit, we went from 5 to 4. How the hell is this happening? And so I went looking for answers. And so the guy on stage is making an announcement, talking to people, introducing some products that you can buy to propel your business to the next level. And he points out and he says in the crowd, oh, that's Mike Aguilera. He's taken his plumbing HVAC business from 6 million to 30 million within X amount of years. And I'm like, okay, I need to go talk to this guy. So as soon as the break was over, I go to Mike and I said, hey, Mike, this is who I am. How are you doing? Hey, listen, I heard that you took your business from here to here. Which one of these products would you suggest that I purchase? And he says, hey, LP, what business are you in? I let him know. And I let him know. He said, what's your problem? And here's the beauty about Mike, guys. He doesn't goof around. He doesn't pussyfoot. He's like, what's your problem? And how refreshing is that to have a peer, right? Someone who's doing better than you start to say, let me take my gloves off and help you. What is your problem? And I said, look, man, I lost $1 million in business last year, and I'm trying to figure out better systems and processes. And guys, he looks at me and he says, your problem is your mindset. Now, I want you guys, let me give you a little framework, okay? He's telling me my problem is my mindset, and my whole past 5 years flashes before my eyes, and I'm calling bullshit. I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. Are you kidding me? This is what he's telling me. But here's what was happening in my life, guys. I want you guys to realize this. 3 years before that, my little brother, Victor, and business partner, passed away. He died suddenly. And it was tragedy for me. And I went looking for answers. And I didn't know Mike at that time. And so I went from $2 million, and my brother passed away, to $1 million. And I had pride in my mindset, right? Because I'm the guy that's like, fucking let's barrel down. The world is on my shoulders. My family's counting on me. I'm going to go make shit happen. And so even with very little direction, I had the ability to just plow into $5 million because I said, there's no fucking way this is going to happen. I'm going to make it work. Then I dropped down to 4 million, which brings me down to this moment again. And he says, it's your mindset. And I'm like, okay, whatever, man. Like, I'm the mindset guy. I fucking went from 1 to 2 down to up to 5. But man, guys, I went to sleep that night at the resort, and I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it hit me. I'm like, holy shit, Mike's right. Mike's right. It's my mindset. And so I got up and I started writing in my journal as fast as I possibly could. I connected with Mike the next day, and next thing you know, he's like, hey, look, man, I run this event. You should come. And guys, look, I went from 4 million to 6 to 8.2 to 10, and now we're doing $12 million a year. Okay? Fucking boom. Like, seriously, someone needs to type in fucking boom, because look, man, what would that do for your business? This is just real life. On top of that, I thought success was 4% fucking profit margin. Okay? Let's talk about that now, right? How many of you guys are dwindling down under, double-digit profits? That's not real profit. That's not real life. That's not real business. Until I was able to figure out the systems. And with Mike, what's cool is that he's done all the work for the service business. Like, you go to these other seminars and you get these global strategies that you have to go back and reverse engineer and try to figure out how the hell you're going to make it fit into your business. It's done, man. It's whether it's construction, plumbing, HVAC, I don't care what it is. People in our world right now, I see garage door guys. I see all kinds of different guys coming in and going, boom, I got it. Leadership is absolutely one of the most powerful pieces that you must understand as a business owner. And I got to tell you, man, Mike has a gift, and all the people around him, he moves and brings them up. And so, guys, when you're able to get around that kind of a mentor and that kind of an influencer, someone that you allow to influence your life begins to change. Your employees say, holy smokes, man, you're a different person. And they love, my family says you're a different person. You guys, look, for those of you on the fence, man, if you let this opportunity go, you'll regret it 1,000%, because someone in your world, in your competition, could be listening in on this. And they're going to take the reins just like I did, and I'm surpassing everyone around me. On top of that, I'm talking to Mike and Rob, and we're considering buying companies now this year, even during the pandemic. Like, it is shopping time for me, man. It's fucking like, let's go, right? Everyone, the world's collapsing, and it's time to buy. It's time to buy.
OP,
anyways, guys.
OP, I guess if anybody's on here, if they don't want to grow, I guess I'll connect you with OP, and maybe he'll just buy you out of your pain. OP, last thing, if you were just to give everybody 2 words to think about to know if this would be right for them, and don't sugarcoat, what would be the 2 words?
So that's not one word, by the way. You must do it for your family.
Yeah.
You must understand that we've all wasted a ton of money in our lives. Some of us have boats and RVs and all these recreational vehicles, and we're trying to figure out, I get to enjoy life now because I've made a little bit of money. Don't be confused. There are different levels of wealth. Don't get fucking stuck in this little low level of, I just made $500,000 a year, I think I'm rich. You ain't fucking rich. You're one lawsuit away from being fucking bankrupt.
Yeah.
Do it for your family. That's what I would say, because all your pride, everything must go away for you to accept what the mentor is going to teach you. And then you're at that person's place and you just execute like crazy. You know, I look at Mandy. Mandy is a badass warrior, guys. Badass. I've been trying to catch her for freaking years. This girl executes. And I've told her, I go and see her and I go, Mandy, what the fuck, man? Like, how are you able to implement so fast? I think I'm a quick implementer. This girl, she implements quickly. And so the cool thing is, in our warrior world, we give each other tips too, right? So bottom line, Mike, is do it for your family.
OP, keep running. Keep running. Chase me, please.
Yeah. Everybody, hands together for OP. OP, thank you for coming this morning. And I know you're not at the office yet. And OP, I just want you to think about something this morning, because I know sometimes we don't embrace it. But I want to hit you with something, and it might hit you hard. But I know your little brother's super proud of you, man, because you didn't stop, and you let his fuel keep you going and keep his name going with your power, brother. And I love you for it.
Amen. Thank you, brother.
Boom.